Imagine dropping a coin on the pavement and watching it roll away into the dark. You'll likely spend an irrational amount of time searching, yet we routinely let our most important human connections decay without a second thought. When we are single, finding a partner consumes us. Biological drives and deep emotional needs push us to search constantly for someone to talk to and spend time with. During this phase, making that connection becomes our absolute highest priority. We will rearrange schedules, spend massive amounts of energy, and do whatever it takes to secure that bond. Which leads to a strange behavioral contradiction. We value this human connection fiercely right up until the moment we secure it, and then almost immediately we begin to devalue it. The moment a partner is secured, a psychological trap activates. We make the arrogant assumption that this person is now a permanent fixture in our lives, someone who isn't going anywhere. With that false sense of security in place, our focus shifts. The energy used to nurture the partnership gets aggressively redirected toward external targets, like career milestones, accumulating wealth, and chasing status. Left untended, the partnership inevitably decays. You end up living like cold roommates, sharing a physical space, but operating with an emotional void between you. Attempting to fill that internal emptiness with external career power only makes the void deeper. We end up confusing temporary life milestones with permanent human needs. We fail because we apply the transactional logic of the workplace directly to our romantic lives. This chart shows the professional world's incomplete action. You grind at a job, waiting for a delayed payout. Because the value is delayed, the space between effort and result is filled with stress and the anxiety of a negative outcome. Bringing this exact delayed reward framework into a romantic partnership is disastrous. It turns what should be a safe harbor into an anxiety-producing environment. As long as you view the relationship as a stepping stone to achieve some future goal, it will function entirely as an ongoing source of stress. To fix this, we have to look at purely intrinsic activities, like playing a sport or practicing a hobby. These operate on a completely different model, called a complete action. In a complete action, there is no delayed payout. The mere act of doing the activity is the reward. Sitting together holding hands is the ultimate destination, not an investment waiting for a future payout. Making this work requires a deliberate mental shift. You have to stop demanding that your partnership yield measurable, progressive results the way your career does. A healthy relationship is a complete action, functioning entirely in the present tense, intentionally isolated from the stress-inducing mechanics of the outside world. Even within this complete action framework, bringing two distinct individuals into the same physical space guarantees friction. Couples typically fail by falling into one of two extremes. They either completely avoid arguments, which creates that empty, silent roommate dynamic, or they intentionally pick fights just to trigger the dopamine rush of making up afterward. Healthy conflict is neither of those things. It is simply a necessary operational mechanism to address disagreements without threatening the underlying foundation of the partnership. Successful couples don't aim to eliminate conflict. They redesign how they engage with it, ensuring that arguments solve mechanical problems rather than tear at the core relationship. Protecting that core requires 3 specific rules of engagement. The first is acknowledging temporality. Industry shift, companies close, and wealth fluctuates. Your career is entirely replaceable, but genuine emotional security is not. The second rule is dividing the map. You have to treat the relationship like a high-functioning business partnership by clearly separating roles and responsibilities to avoid endless, draining micromanagement. The third rule is choosing your battles. You have to actively ignore trivial disagreements over daily mechanics, like the color of the living room walls, to save your energy for protecting the foundation. A hard boundary has to be drawn and maintained between the chaos of external, incomplete actions and the sanctuary of your complete actions at home. True success is not the impossible task of eliminating stress from your career. It is building a secure, intrinsic connection at home that makes the stress of the outside world feel entirely